Hello and welcome back to Mario Week. Today, we are ranking Mario music.
It wouldn't be a themed week for Kit and Krysta if we were not ranking music.
Yes.
We've done it for Sonic, we've done it for Zelda, we're doing it for Mario now. Unlike some of the tier lists that we have been doing this week, we're gonna listen to this music and we're gonna come up with an ordered list
Of games.
We have 17 games. This is our biggest
ranking to date.
So settle in, this could be a long one.
This could be a long one.
We have 1 to 3 songs chosen for every game. We can't listen to them all. We're gonna go in chronological order, so let's just begin with where it all began. Super Mario Brothers. We have just the theme song from Super Mario Brothers. Iconic for a reason.
So good.
This is Koji Kondo showing the haters what's up.
There was no haters at the time.
In his tweed jacket.
He was just like in the shower, like humming a tune or something.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no words because it is just so classic at this point.
And classy.
Yes,
Yeah.
both. It's like the Zelda theme song. It's like classic and classy. Like, what can you say about it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's the most recognizable song from a game ever. Still, to this day, very popular, remixed a million different ways, still holds up. Amazing on the very limited technology he had to make this song back then. So this has to be very high on our list. We're gonna get to the rankings later, though.
Yeah.
Certified banger.
Banger.
Let's move on to Super Mario Brothers 2, which, again, did not start life as a Super Mario Brothers game, but got some great music.
The Doki Doki Panic, though. I feel a little panicked right now.
The style of this music is a bit different.
It's very different.
It's hard for me to say like what genre this is, but it's definitely a much more like bouncy.
I kind of get an island vibe. I don't know why.
Oh, this could be some like pseudo like steel drum.
You
This
hate
sound.
the steel drum.
I don't consider this to be steel. We got
No.
like an oompa beat in the back.
Yeah, there's like a polka beat.
Yeah, I like it though. I like this a lot. This soundtrack overall is very
quite
good.
Yeah.
From top to bottom. So again, good on them for keeping the Mario theme in a game that was not originally a Mario game.
Seriously, like, how do they do this with the
know.
technology back then? What kind of magic is this?
All right,
Okay.
Mario Brothers 3. We've got more than one song here. So let's go. We've got
This is so good. I love
this one.
I hum this song all the time.
This is a good one. Yeah. This makes me think of unstable platforms, falling to my death, all of that. Let's move on to our next one.
I love the song.
We've got a couple, yeah. This is
the world map music.
World map of the first area, and every different area had its own different world map music. This one's not long. This loops pretty quickly, but it is very fun and gives you a good vibe. This one does not give me those kind of country-ish vibes.
Not at all.
It's got a good beat to it.
Like a good it's like a hip hop beat.
So we should make a song with this. Yeah.
We should make a rap with it. We should rap along to this song next time.
And then we have one more, the airship theme.
That's what I was hoping for.
It's not quite as scary as the Mario 1 music, but it is ominous.
It's very ominous, but it has like the thing I like about this one is that it has a sense of like flight and sort of like cannon battle. And when you're on the airship...
Well, you just hear the sound effects in your head.
I do. I was just going to say, the sound effects. You got to throw the wrench at the thing.
Yeah, the little mole guy with the wrench. Come on.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so good.
So, yeah, it's almost like a military march kind of thing to it.
Yeah, it definitely has that.
Yeah, so a lot of range in this soundtrack.
So good.
A lot of range, very good.
So good.
Now we're on to Super Mario World. We have the athletic theme.
This is my favorite one.
Oh, really?
Because it's like very like speedy.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm gonna go.
Can you play this on the piano?
Maybe my
I think
mom.
I think you should try.
Maybe my mom.
Yeah, it's athletic for a reason. Makes you want to get up and move
Yeah, you want to run.
Quickly.
You imagine the Yoshi too. Getting on the Yoshi and like running down the level. It has a sense of like
urgency. Go!
Yeah, but also just like fun too.
Yeah.
It's very bouncy and very spirited.
Right,
kind of.
right. Next pick we have the ending music.
The ending music.
Which is this is like a victory lap in musical form here. This is some of the best ending music, I think.
What instrument is that? Is that an ocarina or a flute?
Again, who knows? Like, it's all on some
Piccolo?
keyboard, so who knows what it's
Yeah.
supposed to be. And again, you can feel the step up from the NES to the Super NES.
Exactly.
But again, there's still a lot of limitations that they are working with here.
But they were able to put it sounds so full.
It didn't matter. Yeah. So this is from the special world.
Star World.
Right, Star World.
Yeah.
Which definitely gives you kind of that more tropical.
This is definitely like the steel drums.
Yeah, I always think of the steel drum.
Palm trees are
for
waving.
This. Right, but you're in
You're
space.
drinking out of a coconut in space.
Yes, I am. And yeah, I mean, just so much range on this soundtrack. So many different instruments being used.
And it's such a different vibe that you know you're somewhere special.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, I've made it somewhere different.
Yeah,
And they put the original,
Right, the original Mario
they kind of
music
remix
there.
their original Mario music in there, and you're like, oh, I'm somewhere really cool.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. We have one song from each of the Super Mario Land games on Game Boy. And again, you want to talk about limited hardware. The rest of the songs in this game I don't really love. I do like this one a lot.
This sounds cute.
It's kind of like off-tempo in some ways to me. Like there's something it's kind of herky-jerky.
Like right there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something about the rhythm to this that is unique to me. But yeah, I mean, they
I
did.
like this one.
It's good. It's good. It's got a nice melody that you can remember. It's got lots of those Game Boy boops and beeps.
The beeps and boops are very iconic for this one.
But I think they had to.
It has I'm like a music box kind of tune to it.
Oh, that's interesting. But they had to get creative to make actual music on a Game Boy.
I know.
So
Yeah.
this is actually quite a good job for like one of the first Game Boy games.
Yeah. And it's another thing where it repeats, but you don't get sick of it.
The rest of those songs, though, not so much.
Not very memorable.
No, Super Mario Land 2. Now, again, this is years later. Like the game, leaps and bounds.
Yes.
In terms of the complexity and the scope of this. This song's great.
Yeah, I mean, you can just tell that the hardware is just so much better.
It's like they found it like to make different types of sounds that they couldn't
like
before.
A bass track and they did all that stuff. It's just really nice.
That wraps up the two Mario Land games. I went to Mario 64, which was no slouch. This is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite songs ever in any format.
It's so good.
I've heard some people do like modern like big band jazz takes on this.
And
it is so good.
Totally works, right? It totally works.
Again, like what kind of instrument is this that he's playing right now? I don't know. It's a Casio. That's all it is.
It's a keyboard.
It's a Casio.
Yeah.
But
this already has some big band flavors.
Totally.
With the trumpet kind of
the brassy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we get like into the saxophone. We're going that way now for these Mario games.
This song's got a lot of swagger to it.
It does.
That's what I like. And then this part here where it comes in big.
You can see like a Frank Sinatra big band type thing, like so cute.
All-time
Very
classic.
good. All-time
classic. Then, again, you want to talk about soundtrack having some range.
Oh, I like this one too.
So, was this the response to Aquatic Ambiance? Where David Wise had just showed them, hey, I'm going to create this moody kind of underwater music.
Okay.
And then they're like, we got something up our sleeves too with Dire Docks. Also, a giant eel is going to eat you.
It's a false sense of security because then you get terrified by a huge eel. But right now, it's very, very much like in the vein of Aquatic Ambiance.
Also, Mario's going to drown horribly.
The horrible drowning was not great. And the little pie wedge.
X's over his eyes,
The pie wedge just dwindles down. You're like, oh no. But
this is
before
great.
that happens, this is great.
This is incredible.
Fantastic.
I mean, this is a Casio at its finest.
It's the 90s, people. We're rolling up the sleeves.
This is a real 90s kind of sound.
We're rolling up the sleeves with a white blazer. And we're on the Casio. Like, yeah!
This is wonderful.
So nice.
We have one more pick from Mario 64. And if I'm right, I believe this is the Inside the Castle music. A very regal kind of sound here.
This is like the sound that I now associate with Peach's Castle.
Because this is where they play it.
I know,
even at Super Nintendo, Super Nintendo Land.
Yeah, but that's where they established the sound.
Yes, this was where we first got this. So again, we went from like the big band to the kind of like slow jam, the sort of relaxing, emotional underwater music, and now we're very
diplomatic.
Regal and diplomatic and a bit formal. Mario Sunshine. I had 2 picks.
There better be some steel drums here.
Just you wait. I mean, this is the Delfino Plaza music. I think this is the most recognizable song from the game.
Yeah, I like the music in this game. I don't love the game, as people know. You don't love the game either, but I think the music is quite good.
It's got some pretty...
It's got some personality.
It does. It does.
This feels like the, like Portofino.
Yeah, they really stuck. They really stuck to the theme for sure.
Yeah.
Of being, sunny and tropical, and light and bright.
It's almost like European kind of feeling, like French Riviera.
Right. We're in Cannes. We're having our vacation on the French Riviera.
Exactly.
Here we are.
Yeah. That's what it feels like.
Our other pick, I actually asked our Patreon subscribers for help picking the second song, and this was one that came up a number of times.
Okay.
Rico Harbor.
It definitely feels...
You don't like this one, I can tell.
I was gonna say, it feels like pseudo big band. It's like, what's happening here? It's a little confused.
I like whatever this kind of like guitar-y sound. This
Yeah,
kind of,
what is this?
Very bouncy guitar sound that they have
like a
going.
bass guitar.
I like that. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, there you have a little.
Is Mario crossing over into like the Sonic zone of music with this one?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know.
This whole game is veering into Sonic territory, which is maybe
really
why I
love
don't
this
like
song.
it.
Yeah. No offense.
Well, you can have a conversation with our great Patreon subscribers about that.
I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Okay, so New Super Mario Brothers is interesting because they have the New Super Mario Brothers song, which is in all of those.
Yeah.
So this song is in every New Super Mario Brothers game.
Yes.
I am not picking this for every New Super Mario Brothers game we are ranking. So this is our chance to talk about this.
You just don't like the
Wah, wah. This is one of the most hated songs in all of games.
I don't mind this song.
Hated. I don't hate it either.
Bop, bop.
Maybe if they didn't play it so much.
It's a little overplayed.
It's overdone across 4 games.
I get that.
So...
But when you first heard it, it wasn't bad.
Yeah, so that's the one pick we have from that. We obviously have more New Super Mario Brothers games coming.
Let's get into the big ones.
Mario Galaxy. What do you mean the big ones? We've done some big ones.
Let's get into this one. Oh boy, yeah. This is
Gusty
the best.
Garden Galaxy.
It's so epic. Listen.
I risked my life picking this music, and I said, "Can you check this? Do you like this?" You're like, "Oh no."
I did check and I approved. You did risk your life.
Clearly, you didn't check the Mario Sunshine music.
I didn't like that one.
All right.
I like this one though. This just gives you the immediate feeling of this game. I think this is one of the first worlds that you go to, or little planets that you go to. And it's like, okay, yeah, I know where I am now,
Yeah, it picks up here, very epic, obviously very highly symphonic.
Yes.
Different kind of sound for Mario than we've had before, and this is a different kind of game.
Yeah.
The one thing I'll say about Mario Galaxy is that some of the soundtrack is not orchestrated. You can really tell the difference when, again, we're slapping that Casio around.
You can't go from, that's too jarring, to go from one
And obviously none of those songs made the list because they're
too jarring.
Far less forgettable. I like this one a lot.
This is cute.
The Star Festival.
This is right before they get destroyed.
Yeah. I like this music. I like a little more variety in Mario games.
Come on now.
I think again, I know I'm probably the only person saying this about Mario Galaxy.
Right now.
I prefer Galaxy 2 having more variety,
the variety
than just this.
Sure.
I don't know if Mario needs a symphony.
Yes, he does.
For the music for the games. I think what they settled on later with like the big band stuff, like yes. All right, now we have the sound of Mario.
I like the symphony.
Keep this to Zelda.
No. Mario deserves a symphony too.
We did it, so we don't need to do it again.
The thing that I really like about all of these pieces is it really goes into the twinkly galaxy noises.
Oh, this one especially.
Yeah.
The weird little space sounds.
Yeah, I like.
Is there sound in space? Do you know? Have you been?
I don't know. Have you been?
No.
Okay. But I imagine this is what it sounds like.
This is
good. There's some kind of ambient noise, in space.
Yeah. All these songs we picked are great songs, but again, I thought I would have liked a little bit more variety. So we have Sky Station. This is kind of, my big symphonic pick for this game.
Yeah, and this again just sets the tone.
Yeah, we're going big right out of the gate. It's a new game. It's a sequel. It's bigger and better. We're building upon what we had in the first game.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
So let's get on to the other two picks, which are a little different. We have the Yoshi Star Galaxy.
Yeah. This is where you get your variety, I think.
Right.
It starts to feel a little bit different.
This is like we have a flute in here now. We've got some interesting rhythm things.
It's like a xylophone
happening. We've got the saxophones.
We're back to the saxophone.
Which I love. This is great.
Yeah, I think this is like a good mix of sort of that big band plus the symphony.
This is where, starting here, they're working that full symphony stuff out of their system. Like you get a rash sometimes and it like works its way out of your body.
You have both.
No.
Yes.
We're full saxophone now. This is great. This is really good.
Just because you play the saxophone
I like it.
Doesn't mean that you have to be biased towards.
I'm not biased.
Yes, you are.
And then finally we have the Puzzle Plank Galaxy. Start with that big drum break.
Oh yeah.
And again, we get back into the fiddle here.
Oh, we're back to the fiddle here.
This is very reminiscent of Moo Moo Meadows.
Oh yeah.
For Mario
Now
Kart.
this is very like.
Yeah. This is down home.
Now we're down home.
Put on your step dancing shoes.
We're about to churn butter. It's gonna be great. So cute.
We are through the two Galaxy games. Our next new Super Mario Brothers game is Wii.
Not the bop.
Again, we are not doing the wah wah again. So I picked one song, additional song for all of these.
Okay.
This is kind of the desert music, which, I wouldn't want to hear this for every level, but it's very evocative of a desert.
Yeah, it sets the mood very well.
It's very memorable.
Oh, there's a stray.
They had to get it in there.
They like the. They must have paid a lot of money for them. And then they had to use it for everything.
We bought the license for it.
Did they buy one WAP and then just repeat it? Or is it like multiple
Get
WAPs?
all the wahs you can get. Taking a break from the new Super Mario Brothers games, we have Super Mario 3D Land, which everything about this game feels like the JV version of Super Mario 3D World, including the music. The Casio, they're trying to get as much
out of it as possible, but
I really had to go back and forth between this and the 3D World song. I was like, are they the same song? They're not.
They're not the same song.
No.
They're similar though.
They're very good though.
This is a good song.
I do wish this was on real instrumentation though, because you can feel
the MIDI. You can feel
I'm feeling the MIDI.
What it's lacking. I guess.
Yeah. But this is a great song.
The tune is very good.
Mm-hmm. Next, New Super Mario Brothers 2.
Back to this.
Coinage.
How much WAPs are we gonna get in this one?
This is maybe a deeper cut. This is the volcano music.
Another WAP.
It's gonna be there.
The WAP.
There's gonna be a WAP. But this is kind of a little.
This is kind of good.
This is a little grimy.
This could be like a Metroid song.
This has got like a real. You're not wrong. Aside from the wahs, this has a great beat to it. This has catch a volcano vibe.
I guess if you're out to do that.
Like somebody could do an awesome like dance remix of this. Don't you think so?
For your next
drop the beat.
For your next like Tiesto
New Super Mario Brothers U. Again, it just continues to be challenging. We have the Superstar Road.
Oh, this is a good song.
This is good.
This feels like a Japanese anime.
This feels different as opposed to the anime from the other countries. This feels different from a lot of the rest of the soundtrack.
This could be a slice of life anime right now.
So, I mean, that is kind of proving my point, which is I found the song that least sounds like a new Super Mario Brothers song. This is nice. Yeah, this is really great.
This is like me on my farm. I'm picking the tomatoes
This
today.
is they're playing a happy song because like we're done with this series, thank God. Finally over. 10 years of this. Super Mario 3D World. We have 3 songs.
Okay, this is
That's how you know it's good.
These are good.
That's how you know it's good. Super Bell Hill. We have to start there.
Yes.
And immediately we have a real saxophone, not a Casio. It's great. It's so great.
And immediately. This is a great song.
Yeah.
This is like, you could play this out of context from a game.
I'm pretty sure I heard this on repeat at an E3 for like 5 days straight.
But no, I mean like, you could just like go to like a jazz club.
Yeah.
And they could be playing this song.
Yeah.
And everybody in the jazz club that has no connection to Mario or video
they're just like, that's good.
will 100% agree that this is a good song.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's when you know it's good.
Yeah. Double Cherry Pass. This is less of the jazzy. Again, this is the kind of more country with the fiddle.
Back to the country
But,
stadiums.
I mean, this is kind of, again, that bluegrassy.
Yeah.
But it does have that some of that bigger instrumentation in it too.
No,
So
that sounds good.
they're crossing it all over. Miyamoto said, I need a banjo. And then finally we have Sprawling Savannah. Again, this is that really big level. Do you remember where you get the cat suit and you just run and go? So it is kind of like that kind of like deserty.
Yeah, but you feel the sense of like exploration, I think, in this
Yeah,
song
but they
really
do have
well.
that kind of breathy, like flute, pan flute,
The pan
whatever
flute,
that is,
yeah.
sort of thing.
It's like a safari or something.
Yeah, and then that kind of, what is it like playing like a rubber band or something? What is that? I don't know.
I made that instrument in school out of a tissue box.
Congratulations.
It was actually pretty fun.
All right, we are wrapping up with 3 songs from Mario Odyssey.
Yay!
The first one has to be Jump Up Superstar, which obviously you in particular have an incredible history with.
Yes, I probably worked on this one piece of music more than anything I ever worked on in my whole life. And it was amazing. And I did everything from, meeting the singer to working with the sound team. So this song is very special to me, obviously, but...
Our friend Rob Tunstall, who was on our podcast, helped to write the lyrics for this.
Yeah.
Incredible. And this is more of a trend that you see now in games of we are going to have
one track,
a theme song that has lyrics and is like...
You see this in Smash later.
Right, it is our iconic one song
Yeah.
representing the entirety of the game. I may have some controversial statements about our next choice here.
You don't like this area.
So this is Steam Gardens. This is a great song, I feel. Not what I imagine to be in a Mario game. This is like out of like Austin Powers 4 or something. Okay?
I'm surprised that you picked this song.
Well, I know a lot of people do like this song.
Oh,
and I had to get this takeoff too, so.
I really like this song. I do like this song, but I agree with you that it feels a little bit out of place in a Mario game.
Right. It does have that sort of like 70s-ish kind of feel, which again, I just don't associate with Mario on its own. It's a great song, really good song, but I didn't love it in a Mario game.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
There are a lot of variations on New Donk City. This is the daytime theme. I had to pick this because, New Donk City is kind of like the heart of this game.
Right,
So we had to go with Jump Up Superstar for the first song, but this has great music on its own too.
It totally does. Like, I just imagine like...
I'm walking here.
I'm strolling through New York. You feel good.
What happened?
You feel like
Did you
belong.
jump from rooftop to rooftop?
I didn't, but
No.
it just feels right.
Yeah, this is great.
It's so good.
Okay, we have wrapped up our little listening party here.
Okay.
The headphones are coming
Oh,
out.
I can hear you much better now.
And we are going
We
to now
have to rank
go
now.
through the very hard process of ranking. Are there any that immediately come to mind as that these are the tops, and then immediately these are the bottoms?
Definitely the new Super Mario
So
series.
what's your top 3? Do you have a top 3?
My top 3 is probably Odyssey,
Okay, I can agree with that.
Galaxy.
Galaxy
And-
1.
I can be convinced into Galaxy 2.
Uh-huh.
And Super Mario 64. Although Super Mario Bros. 3 hasn't been accepted. And Super Mario World. Oh, it's gonna be hard.
Bottoms, I would say all of the new games.
Yeah,
I would also say
Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine and Mario Land,
Oh yeah.
where we just had that one song. So that's quite a few. I mean, that's like 6 games, right? Mm-hmm. Are there
But
any?
what's on the very bottom?
The worst one?
The worst one. Because we can probably decide that now.
So the rest of New Super Mario Brothers, the original, was just kind of like updated versions of older songs, like the Underworld theme.
Right.
I could see that taking it. And then honestly, like, those other games could be
16
the following the following 3.
The other one that I really disliked was the coins.
Let's have that be 60.
Which one is that?
New Super Mario Brothers 2.
Okay.
Then between, I would probably say Wii would be a little bit higher than You.
Oh, I kind of like that last You song.
Well, that was just one song.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good one
But
song.
it was, again, we've got 10 years of Wah Wah. And then, so we have Sunshine as a contender. I think Land 2
can be 12.
Could be 12.
Yeah.
Where do you think Super Mario Brothers, the first one, should go? Because again, it has the song, but the whole soundtrack has like
3 songs.
A half dozen songs, if that even. So I could see that being like
6.
7-ish.
Yeah, 6 or 7. So Sunshine is 10.
Yeah.
And then this is now
3D Land.
3D Land. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So we have 3D World. We have both of the galaxies.
Oh my gosh.
We have World. We have all 3 of the first games, World. So maybe...
Where do you think Super Mario Brothers 2 goes?
It's pretty good.
But it's not as good as some of the other ones. Like what? Can that be 9?
Okay, yeah, Mario 3 could be 7.
And then...
Maybe 8 should be Super Mario Brothers, and then 9 can be Mario Brothers 2.
Okay. And then this is...
2. Okay. So now we have our top 5 to figure out.
Yes. I think it needs to be Galaxy 1 is 3.
Okay.
Okay, and that means Galaxy 2 is 4, right?
Is World better than Galaxy 2?
Probably not. So that's it. Top 2. Is it Super Mario Odyssey or Super Mario 64? Ooh, that's hard.
It's always hard when you have like the newest game
And then the one that's not
and
the newest.
and a certified classic. You know, it's like, do I have some recency bias here?
You might have recency bias. Is it like instrumentation bias because the technology is just better now for them to do a thing? You know, I honestly say that it's 64.
I think so too.
There we go.
All right, why don't you
Let me read
us down the list?
I'll read from the bottom up.
All right.
Number 17, New Super Mario Brothers. Number 16, Mario Land. Number 15, New Super Mario Brothers 2. 14, New Super Mario Bros. U. 13, New Super Mario Bros. Wii. 12, Mario Land 2. 11 is Super Mario 3D Land. 10 is Super Mario Sunshine. 9 is Super Mario Brothers 2. 8 is the original Super Mario Brothers. 7 is Mario 3. 6 is 3D World. 5 is Super Mario World. 4 is Galaxy 2. 3 is Galaxy 1. 2 is Super Mario Odyssey. And number 1 on our list, scientifically ranked, is Super Mario 64.
Whew, that was tough. My goodness.
Bam!
Wow.
That's it. The definitive list has been
For about 2 more days until another game comes out.
We don't know. Wonder's gonna top
Straight to the
64.
bottom.
Oh, straight to the
No,
top.
I don't know.
Could be straight to the top. I'm sure you guys have a lot of opinions. So tell us, what are they? What have we done to hurt you? I'm gonna go and churn butter and go to a square dance, and we'll be back with more Mario Week videos. Stay with us. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.